Hi friends, good morning. Prakash Subramanian, author of Happy Married Life and your relationship coach. Today, I am here to discuss yet another topic. This time, it's all about cultural compatibility. As you're aware, we did a lot of research why couples are going for divorce. One of the reasons cited by many is lack of compatibility. So, if you analyze why somebody is not compatible, uh, culture, which is the core, which is the root, okay, um, that is the reason why couples are not able to adjust with each other or coexist. So today I'm going to discuss one such thing. There are plenty of reasons why a couple are not able to gel along well. So culture is one of the things which is very, very critical for the couple to lead a happy married life. So today I'm going to discuss a bit about culture. Let's say there are plenty of couples. This particular example I'm taking is the boy and the girl. Okay, boy is from the south and girl is from the north. Both the boy and girl are being brought up in various socio-economic situations, various cultural differences that happens because their geographical background is different, their language is different, and their upbringing is different. So what happens here is in this kind of a scenario, traditionally, okay, I'm talking about traditional, okay. So the boy's side expects the girl to comply with the boy's culture, which is very fair because traditionally we are known for doing that. So you might ask, what's so great deal about it? This was the yesteryears. In today's context, the girl also expects the boy to comply with her culture. Now that is where the problem starts. Because the boy's parents feel the boy is deviating from their traditional ones. So they want to have their dominance over the boy. The girl say, look, you're mine and I want you to be like this. So the girl is right from her perspective. The boy's parents are right from their perspectives. And the poor boy is caught between his wife and his parents. So which side he sides? If he sides with the girl, then he's betraying his parents. If he sides with his parents, then he's betraying the girl. Now, one of the key behavioral trait, okay, which is needed in a relationship is adaptability, trust, inclusive participation. The girl expects the boy's side to recognize her positive traits. See, typically in a north-south culture, people in the south, they don't put the sari on top of their head. They do it only for things which is not considered to be good. Okay, or if there is any death or something, that is how the belief is. But people in the north, when they go to a temple, they put the sari on top of their head and only then they go and pray God. Now, this is one of the reasons why there is a conflict because you cannot change somebody's belief overnight. When a situation like this happens, how does the boy and the girl react? One. Secondly, is the boy and the girl married to the culture or imagine this is a love marriage. Okay? So are they loving each other or the culture? Now that is a $1 billion question because this is where most of the families, most of the relationships gets broken. Okay, so now in a situation like this, what the boy and the girl must do, which is one. Secondly, who has to adapt, boy or the girl or both? See, everyone wants a memorable experience. If the girl expects that, there is nothing wrong. After all, she has a right to expect that from her husband. And the husband is also right to expect certain behavioral trait from the girl. And he is right because after all, it is his wife. Now, when the girl comes to the husband's house, if is she encouraged, is she taken care of like their own daughter, or is she looked at somebody different, a third party? If the girl is taken care of like their own daughter, and there is inclusive participation with lot of trust, love, warmth, etc., then I need not tell, it is definitely a happy married life. But in a scenario where the girl is not taken care of, what happens? Question. I want you to answer this. That is the reason I'm asking you this question. There are plenty of times the girl is made to feel special. When the girl is made to feel special, where she is overwhelmed, rattled by the love the boy side gives, and the boy side pampers her like their own child, then she feels, yes, I'm a part of this family. I have to give back a lot because my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, my father, my mother, that is how the girl talks. Problem happens when there's a lot of restriction that the boy side puts. You should not enter the kitchen because you're from this. You should not do that because you're from this. That is where the girl feels, I'm not accepted. Why should I? And she is right, because she is not married somebody. She is married somebody who is her everything. When it is everything, she expects her husband to be with her. What will somebody do under that context? Which is my second question to you. Okay? This is my second question. In today's modern world, the girl also has an expectation. What is wrong if the girl has an expectation? Everyone wants to be accepted. I am sharing this video hoping that you will accept my video, hoping that you will accept my concept. After all, for putting a video, I am expecting having this much of expectation. Then just imagine a girl who has left her family, who has left everything for the sake of her husband. If the husband side betrays her trust, she has nowhere to go. Likewise, the boy side must also accept the girl, and the boy also must be accepted at the girl side. Those days, marriage was within the family, but science came and put a small thing within family. You should not get married because of this problem, because of that problem. Somewhere somebody would have had some health issues that would have been blown out of proportion, right? And I don't want to talk about it because I leave it to the individual's own judgments. But having said that, those days the concept of divorce was bare minimal. I didn't hear anything like the word divorce. To the best of my knowledge concerned, but not so today. Today, husband is not giving me attention. Divorce. A father takes so much of pain to bring the child, whether boy or a girl, doesn't matter. Okay, and just because there is foul smell, divorce. At least this is the reason for it. What are we doing? If divorce is the reason for everything, where is the question of happy married life here? So, the pain the person goes through is phenomenal. Instead, if there is possibilities, if there is a way where the boy and the girl and both the families, if they can come together and invent possibilities of leading a happy married life, just imagine how will that be? Why somebody is not being accepted? After all, the girl and the boy had trusted each other. The trust that existed prior to marriage, where did the trust go? Whether love marriage or arranged marriage, doesn't matter. Any marriage is any relationship. For any relationship, the basis is trust. Why is the trust now? End of the day, once the trust is broken, it takes a lot of effort to get the trust back. I'm sure you will agree with me on this. This is my third question to you. So, how the couples are able to overcome this? What are the various possible scenarios the couples do have for them to lead a happy married life? Do share your views on the comment, right? I'm waiting. Thank you.